Welcome back to Savvy Serena. Today I'm going to show you how I am using my monthly and weekly calendar. I've already done an overview of the planner and I will link that above or below, but today we're just going to look at how I'm using it. So we're going to look at the monthly view, and just as an overview, as you can see, I use stickers to kind of point out things that I need to remember. And this is birthdays, reunions, doctor's appointments, anything like that. That is how I use the month. And then on the weekly, let me find one that's kind of, as you can see, on this side, well, let's get a closer look. Hold on. As you can see on the weekly part of it, I put like my to-do list, and what I need to do for the day. I kind of write it down in different colored pens, and then I check it off as I go through the house and I do it. And that's mainly how I use the weekly on a daily basis. Now, another thing that I'm doing, I've recently taken on another job where I'm working 3 to 4 times a week. So now I am putting my schedule in here, and then I'm putting on the side how many hours I'm working and approximately how much of a paycheck stub I will get. I do put my passwords back here. So, if I need to log in and I forget what it is, I go to the back of this and I know exactly what I'm doing. If you noticed, I took that leather cover off. I have a tendency to walk around with my book like this, especially when I'm doing my daily list. I walk around with the book like this, and then I'm writing in it what I need to do for the day, and I'm looking through the house. And I cannot do that with that cover on, so I ended up taking it off. I will not buy another one like that because I do like walking around with my book like this and being able to walk and hold it in my arm and write. It's a whole lot easier to do. And I am still using the front of my, let me get to it. I am using this for the whole year for and Xing off when I am for my period tracker. I'm still using that for my period tracker. You could use that for vacations. Like, let's say you need to look at the whole year and you're planning a bunch of trips. It would be great for that. Like your important contacts, I did put a couple of numbers in my important contacts. I'm not going to show that, but I did put a few numbers in. We had the lights go out, and I was sitting here in the dark trying to find the number to the power company to tell them that the lights were out. It was like the sun wasn't even up yet. And I said, oh, I'm putting the number to the power company in my planner so I can call them when the lights go out. So I did end up putting that information in there because I was fumbling around in the dark in this new house, didn't know where that information was. I think emergency contacts, like for the power company, or if you pay a water bill, anything like that, I think would be a good idea. Now, a couple of people have asked me about the two planners. Asked me which one did I like better. I do like the bigger planner. It gave me more room to write in and things like that. But like I said, I did not like that cover. I ended up taking the cover off because, like I told you, I like to flip it and walk around the house. This one I'm using for YouTube. I absolutely adore that gripping. If you needed to walk around with it, it would be great. I don't know if I like both of them. I like both sides. I feel like this one gives you more room to write in the weekly and in the monthly part more than this one. So if you have 3 or 4 things to write in one of those square blocks, so you can see when you compare the two, that's a whole lot smaller compared to the bigger one. So I like that. So if I have 2 or 3 things to write in that block, then I would have the room to do it. Where this one I don't. But it's great for what I'm using it for, which is for my YouTube. And I was keeping track, of everything in my YouTube, but I found out next time I buy my YouTube one, which will be coming up here in the next couple of months, I'll be buying another one for next year. I'm not going to do, for my YouTube, I'm not going to do a monthly and a weekly, because I found out, and I'm wasting pages, I'm not even using the weekly at all in my YouTube one. I thought I would, but I'm not. So now that I know that, I won't be buying for my YouTube. I only need a monthly one, and I do use the notes in the back for YouTube ideas. I do that. And any notes that I want to remember, I do that as well. You can see, that was a lot of stuff. Can y'all see that? And I still didn't fill it completely up. And that was my to-do list for that day. And then I would check it off. Why I didn't check it off, I'm not sure why, but I probably did all that and just didn't check it off. And let's say I don't have something checked off, I would take it down to the next day, I wouldn't physically write it if it was unchecked. I would do it the next day, and then I would just check it up here, and then just add on to my list on the next day. But that's how I'm using it. I'll be getting a new one here in a few months, so look for that video. If you haven't seen the inside of this one, I'll have that linked above, and also this one as well. I wish, okay, this is something I do wish, I would like this textured cover on this bigger planner. I love my planners, I use them daily, and I use them all the time, absolutely love them, but that's one way that I'm using it. So that was a question that was asked, how I was using it, to give them some ideas. That's kind of how I'm using it. And remember, you can start using it one way and switch it up. There's not a problem with that at all. Life changes and you're not going to always use it the same way. I hope this helped y'all, and using your planners, give you some ideas of how to use it. This is just one, a couple of ways of using it, and it seems to work for me. Nothing I'm for, and I don't have time to do the sticker things and all of that. So I just do, and my stickers I don't have them with me, but the stickers that I use on this big one, I just go to Dollar Tree and I buy a bunch of stickers of whatever's cute, just so birthdays and anniversaries stand out so I don't forget them, or important doctor's appointments, anything like that, so they kind of pop out at me, so that way